What's up guys, me and doing another Infinite Warfare video, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the scare factor of Rave in the Redwoods and Infinite Warfare DLC 1 Sabotage. So I really want zombies to go back to a really kind of spooky, thrilling third game mode for Call of Duty. And I don't think Call of Duty's had this since Black Ops 1. I don't think that Black Ops 2 had this very much, or Black Ops 3, and even in Zombies in Spaceland it's not very spooky or scary or eerie or anything like that. And I think Zombies in Spaceland is one of the weakest zombies maps yet, just because of the environment and the tone and the atmosphere of the map. It doesn't feel like you are immersed in the environment and in the map. And as a player, like, I felt that Extinction, I felt more immersed in it, and it felt more spooky and just basically making the map feel more realistic and more of an experience that I want to play. So the very first Zombies map we ever got was Nocturne and Toten, and this was a map that nobody saw coming. Nobody knew that zombies was going to be a thing, and when people finally started to play it and eventually discovered it, they were like, whoa, this is crazy, you know? We're in this abandoned airfield all alone, the character doesn't speak at all, and there's just hordes and hordes of zombies that just keep pouring in, you know, infinitely without stop. And you just, make your way through the map, buy guns, and just hold yourself off until you die. Whereas, they eventually expounded upon this in future DLC maps. But for the most part, World at War Zombies still kept that spooky vibe. So the second map was Verrückt, and this was really good. So this was in an insane asylum, which in itself is, spooky, but the whole atmosphere of the map with the audio and the ambience of the map are just overall like spooky and eerie. So there's a couple Easter eggs on that map where you can go up to random objects and you can hold like the X button for Xbox and you can interact with it, and you can hear things from drills to crying to laughter to all sorts of things, and it's just really spooky and eerie. There's blood all over the map, and in itself blood isn't necessarily scary, but in the way that they displayed the blood all over the map and the insanity that was going on there was what made that map what it is. Then we had Shinonuma, which had zombies come from way more places than we had in the previous two zombies maps. So zombies would come from all new areas. So instead of coming directly from a barrier, they would spawn in the water and then run up to you. There's also like a fog element to this map, so it was a little foggy, and there was also lots of foliage that you couldn't see all the zombies. You couldn't see, oh, there's a zombie over here. So sometimes you'd be surprised by zombies where they would jump out. And Derice was really just spooky because the atmosphere, the whole place is abandoned, and just of what went on in this facility, and all the eerie shrieks, and just the whole environment and the map itself made it good. So I could go on to each individual zombies map and tell you why each one is spookier, but as time went on, they progressively got less and less so. So we started out with some really spooky, fun zombies maps, but then it turned into what is now Zombies in Spaceland and Exo Zombies. That is just what appears to just be a joke. That it's just like, oh, you're just here, killing zombies, and here we have a bunch of jokes and puns and stuff, and, clowns and stuff, and it's like, they could have made the killer clowns and stuff really good and made them spooky, but they just seem like, oh, this is something for children, this is like a children's video game. But for me, a lot of the Black Ops 1 maps had this really awesome aspect to them where everything was shrouded in mystery, and even going back and playing Keynote of Troten, that map still feels like really spooky and feels mysterious. Even though we've, found everything out on that map that there is to find, it still feels like, ooh, this whole map is just full of mystery and wonder. And so now talking about Rave in the Redwoods, I feel like this map has the possibility to be the next Nocturne and Toten or Verrückt. But the one thing that I think will ruin this map is the Rave part, is the random flashing lights and neon colors and all these sounds and all the music and stuff. I think that's really what's gonna make this into a mediocre or a bad zombies map, just like Zombies in Spaceland. The Rave part is what will bring you out of the environment. This will be what reminds you, oh yeah, I'm playing a video game right now. This isn't real. I'm just playing Call of Duty right now, and this is all just for fun or whatever. And you're not immersed in it, and it'll pull you out of the experience. In the trailer for it, they also showed off this mysterious character that would follow the players around the map, similar to George Romero from Call of the Dead, and I think this is really cool. And this character is something that I think will be really cool and really fun about this map. I really enjoyed George Romero in Call of Dead as much as a lot of people like to hate on George Romero for being a hard boss and just particularly annoying on the map. I feel like George really contributed to the atmosphere of the map, that no matter where you were on the map, George would eventually find you, and he's going to ruin whatever you're doing. So if you're trying to train over by the lighthouse, George is going to follow you and get there eventually, and it's going to screw everything up. And that's what made that map fun. That's also what made that map hard, and that's also what made that map have the atmosphere and the mood and the vibe that it did. So as long as Infinity Ward can make this map to be spooky, jump scares or whatever, the atmosphere, fog, the sense of dread, and the sense that you're alone and there's no help coming, then this map can be good. But I have a feeling that Infinity Ward isn't going to do that they're going to turn this into just like Zombies in Spaceland, and it's just going to be another map where they have random songs playing, and it's just going to be a bunch of Easter eggs to 90s horror movies, and a bunch of Easter eggs and jokes and puns and songs and dances and neon colors and bright lights and stuff like that, where I think that this could be one of the most fun and also spookiest and creepiest zombies maps yet. And this is what I really want, and this is what a lot of people want. They want zombies to return to what it originally was in World at War and Black Ops 1. We don't want any of this new stuff that's been included over the years. We want it to return to the original Nazi zombies formula of eerie, fun, and replayable zombies experience. So tell me what you guys think of this in the comments down below. I really want Rave in the Redwoods to be good, but I have a feeling that it'll just go down in Call of Duty history as just another one of these knockoff zombies maps, just like Exo Zombies did. Like every single Exo Zombies map is just one of those forgettable maps that everybody played a couple of times and then was like, oh, this sucks. So tell me what you guys think of this in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.